The clinical trial that I participated in was to determine whether Cosentyx secukinumab was going to be an effective drug for psoriatic arthritis. I think it was already approved for psoriasis, but not psoriatic arthritis. And so it was a year-long trial broken up into two halves, really. The first 26 weeks, a third of the people that were participating received a placebo, a third of them got half dose, and a third of them got full dose. The last 26 weeks, everybody got the full 300 milligram dose. One concern was that I had just started taking methotrexate for arthritis and just was at the point where that might start to be effective, and I needed to stop taking that in order to participate in the trial. But the Dr. Kedar really seemed pretty optimistic that this drug that we were trying was going to be quite a bit more effective. And so that alleviated that concern a bit. The research team really provided me with a volume of verbal and written information, stacks of printed material, not only on the drug, but on exactly how the trial was going to proceed week by week, session by session. I absolutely did receive benefit from participating in the trial. You never do find out which group you were in. That was only possible if you really started experiencing problems. Then they would let you know, they would let the doctor know which group you were in, because he didn't know either. But it was pretty certain that I was in the placebo group because nothing was really happening for the first 26 weeks. But at the beginning of the second half of the year, there was pretty rapid and improvement. One of the things that the clinical research team did for me was to connect me with Novartis. Novartis is the company that makes the drug, connected me with the Novartis Patient Assistance Foundation. So to this day, I'm still receiving the drug, which is a biologic and an expensive drug, receiving it for no copay every month. So it's pretty good. You know, you read about clinical trials and you figure, well, okay, they put these people, 7,000 people on this drug for a year, and this is how it turned out. What you don't read about in the newspaper is how week by week and session by session, how carefully people are monitored, and how the approach is very scientific and measured. Each week each session, I should say, there's blood work done, so they're keeping track of that. I had to fill out a questionnaire on an iPad, several questionnaires on an iPad every session. And so you are carefully monitored throughout, and that's something I wouldn't have known going in. You need to trust the doctor that's got you in the trial. In my case, it was a rheumatologist because of an arthritis situation. And I did very much like and trust Dr. Kedar. I think that's an important aspect. If privacy is a concern, that's something that was very carefully seen after, I think. I was never aware. I know there were other people that were involved in the trial with me. I didn't know who they were, never saw them. They always set the appointments at, staggered times and so on. And for me, the team was easy to work with, pleasurable to work with, and of course, as I said, the end result was very positive. So I feel like it was worth doing. I would encourage anyone to do that if they feel like there's good potential for improvement.